My name is Daniel Moore, and I am 36 years old. Until one quiet Monday morning, I believed I had finally escaped my family's control. I was wrong. At exactly 8:14 a.m., a knock echoed through my apartment hallway. It wasn't loud, but it was deliberate. I opened the door to find a man in a gray uniform holding a clipboard. He didn't smile. He didn't introduce himself. He simply asked my name, confirmed my identity, and handed me a thick envelope. The paper felt heavy in my hands, official, cold, final. As soon as I saw the words Superior Court and Petition for Financial Guardianship, my stomach dropped. My mother, my father, and my older sister had filed legal documents claiming I was mentally unfit to manage my own life. They wanted control over my finances, my property, my medical decisions, everything. I stood there in the doorway long after the man left, the envelope still unopened, my coffee growing cold behind me. I had cut contact years ago. I had moved across the state. I had built a life in silence and distance, and yet somehow they had found a way back in. To understand how it reached this point, you need to know where I came from. I grew up in a wealthy suburb outside San Diego, in a house designed to impress. White walls, high ceilings, glass everywhere. My father, Richard Moore, was a real estate developer who measured success by square footage and profit margins. Control was his obsession. Every decision had to pass through him. My mother, Elaine Moore, didn't work outside the home, but she ruled it. Appearances mattered more than truth. Perfect dinners, perfect holidays, perfect children. My sister, Veronica, was the crown jewel, 3 years older than me. Confident, sharp, always aligned with my parents. She followed the plan exactly. Business school, corporate consulting, marriage to someone appropriate. I was different. I loved software. Not the corporate side, but building things, coding late at night, solving problems no one else saw. To my family, it wasn't respectable. They wanted titles, offices, power. Arguments became routine. By my mid-20s, every conversation turned into an interrogation about my future. When I refused a job my father arranged, something broke. I left. No dramatic goodbye. I packed my car and drove north to a small coastal city near Santa Cruz. I rented a modest apartment and started contracting as a developer. At first, money was tight. I lived simply. Old furniture, cheap groceries, long nights. But the work grew. One client became two became 10. I specialized in back-end systems and security, boring to outsiders, extremely valuable to companies. I didn't tell my family anything. Over 10 years, I invested carefully. Index funds, rental property, a small commercial unit I bought quietly through an LLC. I avoided debt. I avoided attention. By the time I was 35, my net worth passed $4 million. And that's when my family noticed. Not because I told them, because success has a way of leaking. A distant cousin mentioned something. A background check revealed property records. A private investigator filled in the gaps. The petition claimed I was isolated, emotionally unstable, vulnerable to exploitation. They argued that my lack of family contact was proof of mental decline. The hearing was scheduled for 3 weeks later. I hired an attorney named Laura Bennett. She specialized in abuse of guardianship laws. When she read the petition, she didn't look surprised. "This isn't concern," she said calmly. "This is desperation." She was right. Her investigation revealed everything. My father's developments were collapsing under debt, lawsuits, over-leveraged projects. My sister had personally guaranteed several loans. They needed liquid assets. They needed me. The day of the hearing, the courtroom felt sterile and unforgiving. My family sat across from me. My mother looked fragile, My father looked confident. My sister looked smug. Their lawyer spoke of love, protection, family duty. Then Laura stood. She dismantled them piece by piece. Emails, financial records, professional testimonials, tax filings, property deeds. Finally, she requested the court read my asset summary into the record. The room changed instantly. As the numbers were spoken aloud, my sister's expression collapsed. My father went pale. My mother froze. My sister stood up and shouted that I had stolen from the family, that I owed them, that everything I had belonged to her. Security intervened. The judge didn't hesitate. The petition was denied, dismissed with prejudice, sanctions ordered, a referral for investigation issued. The gavel fell, and it was over. In the months that followed, their lives unraveled. Bankruptcy, foreclosures, reputations destroyed. They never contacted me again. I didn't celebrate. I simply continued living. I expanded my consultancy, took fewer clients, lived more slowly. I bought a sailboat, not for status, but for silence. Some evenings I sit on the deck and watch the horizon fade into darkness. There is no anger lift, only clarity. Family is not blood. It is respect, boundaries, choice. And peace is priceless when you earn it yourself.